Hello there guys, this is Agrippa Maxenius and we're taking a look at All Walls Must Fall. I want to start off by thanking the creators of the game by giving me a copy. This is of course a beta version of the game. The most I can tell you right now is that this game is almost a very cyberpunkish adventure set in the Cold War, but more importantly set in a Cold War that has never ended. So we're in either East or West Berlin and we get an opportunity, I believe, to work with either the communists or the capitalists or possibly even the mafia, which I believe sort of plays one against the other. I'm going off what I've heard, not what I know so far. So I'm actually going to go ahead, start a new campaign, and we are going to go ahead and just do some gameplay here, guys. Now, of course, there is a random campaign, which means that every time you play this game, the mission is going to be somewhat different. I love that. So we're going to go ahead and begin here and get started. We already get a little sort of tutorial as to what buttons to press. You can of course pass time to stay in cover. You can reload your weapon. You can even undo moves. And I'm not sure exactly how many moves you undo. I believe there are points, but we're going to jump in and see how things go. As you can see, they're already letting us know that it's procedurally generated. Each level is going to change depending on your playthrough. So let's go ahead and skip here, my friends, and we are now getting started. East Berlin, the Cold War never ended. So we are on the communist side, yet the end lies ever close. Will this be the last time? Oh, I'm loving already the graphics. Very cyberpunkish graphics for sure. Definitely going to be interested in it if you like games, for instance, like Invisible Ink, XCOM 2. Both of these games really remind me quite a lot. So as you can see, our agent right now is called Kai. We've got a one-armed guy. In case you didn't know he has one arm, we'll get close. I have a bearded guy with one arm. Hey there, not sure we've met before. I've been doing this for a very long time. It's pretty confusing from my perspective. You're here to command Kai from your unique position in time. You need some outside the timeline to coordinate Kai's tactical time travel, and that's us, basically. So we're going to go ahead and investigate the intel regarding the nuclear attack on the TV tower. The Western side claims no responsibility. All our branches, we're working for the Russians right now, assure us that they were not involved either. We need to find out who performed the attack, how they got here, and who helped them. We have little time to waste, so let's get started with your first mission. Here we go, guys. We've got a tip-off. We want to go ahead and basically take a look. Sounds like a bad trip. So somebody's making these hallucinogens, and we want to discover who that is. So many things go into play in this game, not only shooting, but also being able to talk your way out of situations. And I'm a little new, so I'm going to do my absolute best. I'm going to start with going ahead and advancing over here to the door, and I can actually talk to the bouncer here or hack open the door. Now, we've got a bouncer right there, and usually I don't have this issue with a bouncer right at the door, but like I said, it's procedurally generated. So I think we're going to have to talk to this guy, guys. Let's go ahead and do that. Of course, it's showing us how to move the cameras, etc. Q and E to rotate the camera so you can get any number of different shots. And there's also a really cool instant replay thing that happens here that is just really, really entertaining. So let's go ahead and move up to the bouncer. We've got no choice. We can't really... Oh, wait, maybe we can get past the bouncer. He's not really looking at us. He kind of is, but he's kind of looking away there. So I'm going to go ahead and go up to the door, and I'm going to hack. Boom. We got very lucky. He's not really paying attention. It looks like he's actually reading something over here. And hacking doors will open them without alerting associated guards. So as you go here, we're basically doing sort of a tutorial that plays through the game. I'm going to try to get inside. Now, I just did a dash. That wasn't necessarily a good idea. But we gain time resources by exploring rooms. And you actually lose those time resources by taking a little too long to make your decisions. So we'll go ahead, and you can see the time resources being collected down here. Once we get to them, we're going to go ahead and jump forward and try to find this guy, and hopefully he'll be able to let us know where these hallucinogens are being made. So we've got one guy right here, the code checker. I'm going to have to go talk to this guy, and we're going to get into the conversation, and oh, all right, go on in. And actually, there's no security cameras, so we can walk right in. Now, depending on the mission you're doing, as you can see, things are very different. Right here, we can actually see a sort of party happening, and since we are sort of trapped in time while this goes away, you can see we're losing some of those time resources if we don't make a move quickly. There's all sorts of different people here, Scott Skulski, Dr. Hammerhands, but we're looking for one specific guy, and that's Hanno Noon. So we've got to find this Hanno Noon guy, and it's not always easy to find the people you're looking for in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward. I'm going to go ahead and hack open this door. I believe Hanno Noon will be pretty obvious once we spot him. Let's go in here. All right, and where's that Hanno Noon, man? So usually he's going to look very similar to one of the agents, but as you can see, we might have to get up close and personal. I know Brock is the bartender. Well, let's talk to Dr. Hammerhands. Welcome to Journey Valhalla, Unter Golem. Okay, cool. I'm going to keep on going through here into the club, deeper into the club, looking for Hanno Noon, of course. And as you can see, people sort of start to get out of your way as you're moving through. And I think that that's Hanno Noon. Sure enough, it is. So let's go up to this guy. We know that he wants to help us out. And now we come up to the actual conversation wheel, guys, the dialogue wheel. And depending on the personality of the person you're talking to, how you approach them, they are going to, of course, respond to you in different ways. Now, with this guy, Hanno Noon, we know that he's working with us, so we're going to go ahead and try to do our best. We can also actually undo some moves. You know the source? Tell me. I'll tell you when you get me the product. Oh, no. Okay. Let's say, I'd be happy to give you a helping hand, as it were. So here we're trying to be a little more respectful. If you're not going to get the feathers from me, I'll find someone who will. Feathers? Is that the street name or something? Just bash the store down and grab the feathers from the shelf. They're cooking blues, pinks, and yellows. Bring me all of them. All right. So pretty much he's letting us know we've got to go ahead and get through this locked door. I'm going to go and interact with it, and I'm going to try to hack it open. We still have the time to do it. And, of course, I'm going to try to get behind here, but look at that. This is already an area off limit to club guests, so we already know that the guards have spotted us. Oh boy. All right, so what can we do? Okay. Let's see. Looks like he is doing best with flirty. Good job on keeping tight security. Can't have anyone be unquestioned. What is that you're doing here? I'm going to say the ventilation is malfunctioning. I don't fix it, you'll pass out and suffocate. I hope this works. I know nothing about that. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I just get all excited about what we're doing here, don't you? Once again, are you done? Can I get to work now? Absolutely, no problem. Go on then. So we actually managed to kind of scare this guy into compliance. Now, there's computers here that are, of course, set to be hacked, but we're trying to search these cabinets, guys. I'm not really sure about the hacked computers. I don't want to find out yet if it happens to be something bad. So we got the pink feather. I'm going to go ahead and keep on moving through, and we're going to have to keep on looking for the rest of the feathers. And once again, each level procedurally generated. They could be just about anywhere, but more than likely, they're in one of these cabinets. I want to see if there's any other floors here to worry about. I don't think there are, but there's certainly going to be other cabinets in this area. So let's take a look around. Maybe we need to go all the way over here to find the rest, but we're going to go ahead and move forward through this area. So I'm going to keep moving. I'm looking for cabinets, guys. Cabinets are important right now. And it's telling us to gather them in the lab room, but I've certainly had situations where there are different lab rooms, and we've got some enemies warping in right now, so I'm actually going to try to hack the computer. I'm not sure if it's going to make much of a difference, but who knows? Maybe it will. And we actually found a collectible ID. Again, I'm not so sure what the collectible IDs do, besides just being cool little extras. So I'm actually going to try and find just another entrance to possibly another lab. And I think it's going to be over here. We can actually see a security door. Anytime you have any difficulty, you can, of course, use the Q and E buttons to jump around and get a better view of where you think you want to be headed. So I'm going to go to this locked door. We've got that time to actually move in. Let's go. There's got to be something over here. Come on now. Oh, yeah. And as you can see, we're getting some more time points, essentially. Looks like there's a cabinet over here. Oh, definitely, guys. So let's get to that cabinet, and let's steal the rest of these feathers. Oh, boy. What do we have here? Sigurd. I'm going to say... I don't know what to say, so we have to take a guess here. I'm going to go for Dennis. What do you think you're doing? I've got stuff to do. You really shouldn't be bothering me. Whose idea was that? I'm going to say Attila. Oh, no. Okay. Now, guys, we are now in a combat mode. At this point, we're going to jump into, of course, firing. And we can decide how to fire. We can, of course, take a more skillful approach. Or we can, of course, dash and just fire quickly. I tend to like going for the actual skillful approach, which allows us to do an aimed shot. So let's go ahead and right-click on this guy. We have no line of sight, which means we have to get closer. Let's go ahead and confirm the dash. Fire. And of course, this is going to probably call the attention of other agents. Boom, he's down. Let's search that cabinet. And of course, we always want to keep in mind that other agents could be on the way. And there we go. We found the blue feathers. There's another agent approaching here. No line of sight, guys. We want to get some cover, though. Oh, boy. I'm going to go ahead and confirm this move. Oh. And as you can see, the actual agent shot will actually start to affect the surrounding environment. So it'll actually start to destroy the surrounding environment. You can see this guy actually shot the wall down. So we just took him out. Beautiful there. And we want to keep on moving. Taking my time for sure. I'm guessing that the rest of this stuff is going to be in here. That's a locked door. We don't want to mess with that. We want to find another cabinet. Remember, all this stuff is going to be inside of a cabinet. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh, I did not expect that, guys. We're going to go ahead and do an aim shot here. Oh, we are down. Okay, we're going to press 1 to use the undo button. Remember, I told you, if we've got enough time points, we can actually go back in time here a bit. So you can see those time points disappearing. So now we know that there are enemies in that next room, and we want to be very careful as to how we approach. No line of sight there. I want to get some cover. Oh! All right, let's get this guy. Oh, boy. Right, so these danger tiles on the grid are going to basically warn us of impending doom. Consider taking a different course of action. There's not much I can do. I'm going to try to jump over here and get a dash. Okay, now we can actually fire. Let's get this guy first. It's okay. We can be exposed because the enemy sees us. Boom. I don't want to do that. All right, so we're gonna have to just basically undo time completely and just not get shot at all. That seems a bit complicated, but I'll do my best. All right, one down. Weapon is empty. Oh, this is an issue, guys. So now we've got to reload. Now he'll automatically reload after combat, but in combat, we've got to go ahead and actually press the R button to get this guy to reload. So let's go ahead and do that, guys. We're gonna hit R, and we'll confirm the reload. Oh, enemy is firing. Gonna have to fire once again. Actually, I'm gonna try to move out of the way. And he's still firing, and actually this guy's still alive. Nope. One down. Hopefully we get this next one. Second shot. Third shot. We got him, guys. This combat is completed. And we can, of course, drop it, okay? This solidifies the chosen course of action in the timeline, which gives you extra time resources to use. Confirm the combat by pressing spacebar. There we go, guys. And this is going to actually give us an instant replay of what we did. It's such a beautiful sort of like cartoony setup. I really like it. Reminds me of sort of like cel-shaded graphics. And as you can see, you can actually see the enemy rounds damaging the surrounding environment, as well as our rounds. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to run over here, get into the cabinet, and I'm actually dashing for the cabinet, trying to get there really quickly. And we found the yellow feathers, guys. So we're going to grab the yellow feathers. We're also going to go ahead and hack this computer, because why not? Might as well get another deed of ownership. And of course, the feathers are touching my skin. That's a problem. Now we want to, of course, get back to our buddy. So let's get back. Hopefully he's still in the same area here in the club. Hanno Noon, there he is, guys. And it looks like actually some of the club here has taken damage. I'm not sure if they had a little gunfight with Hanno, or if that's just the way the club is supposed to look. But we're, of course, making our way over to Hanno Noon through all of this area, essentially. All right, come on, let's talk to Hanno. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and just give him all except one feather of each color. No, I'll give him all the feathers. Probably not the best thing to do as a secret agent. These boys are gagging for them. I guess you saw our friends in the tanks. I'm going to say, what do they have to do with the feathers? And those are the guys that are actually in those tanks. I'm not sure if you saw those liquid tanks. They're all clones of one DJ Pink. Don't ask me how. But they squeeze the temporal juices from him. You could find the original playing at Bottletown. All right, I'm going to say, I guess I better go talk to him then. Probably should have asked him a few more questions, but you know what? That's acceptable for now. And of course, now we want to get back to the car and we want to exfiltrate and get the hell out of here. As you can see, there's actually an agent close to the car, so this could turn pretty deadly pretty soon. In fact, that agent is making it into the club as we speak. Let's try to find an exit here. Oh boy. I don't know why my guy went all the way around. Let's get him to head right back over here and hopefully not get hit by the enemy agent. But keep in mind, we've got no time resources, so if we get into an accident, nobody's going to be able to save us. And I do see an agent right there. I'm hoping we don't have to get a fight with this guy. He already let us in once. Hopefully he's none the wiser, and we can get in our car and get the hell out of here. The Turbo Trabi. Let's go for it, boys, and let's see what happens next. Alright, so we've got a mission evaluation screen. This obviously, you know, lets us know how we're doing in our mission, etc. Leftover time resources are converted to credits, which we can actually use to purchase weapons, time upgrades, all sorts of interesting things for our agent. And we're going to go ahead and continue. I also really love the art direction here of the game. So we are at the shop. We can actually buy new weapons. We can upgrade older weapons, buy new abilities, etc. Right now, I think what I'm going to do is heal my agent. It's going to cost $250, which is pretty expensive. And I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade my primary pistol. We could get a shotgun, but it is a little bit expensive. And, oh, it's too expensive, prohibitively expensive, for us to upgrade our pistol. As for the secondary weapon, that's going to cost us $500 to unlock a secondary weapon. And right now we can't really afford one. We can also get augmentations, and you can see all these augmentations, all sorts of body armor, etc. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have gone for the body armor, the explosive rounds, the Tesla rounds, or any number of these awesome, awesome things. So we're going to continue now, and of course now, Mission 2 is the new high is being manufactured using clones. They're being grown in various clubs in the city, which make ideal hiding places due to their noise and energy consumption levels. The clones are all copies of DJ known as DJ Pink. The original Pink is about to start his set at Bottletown Identity. Get him and get him to talk. We need to know who's running this operation and if they have any connection to the bombing. So there we go, guys. It gives you also the difficulty level, and it also shows us that we're still in East Berlin. Of course, we could get to West Berlin, but I'm not sure exactly what the, how you become either, pro-Soviet, pro-US. Obviously, you start off as pro-Soviet, but I think that can eventually change, or you could just keep things as they are. Anyway, guys, that's just a little tiny touch of All Walls Must Fall. I am loving it so far. I love the art direction. I love the setup. I love the setting itself. I think it's really cool, and I'd love to hear your opinion in the comments down below. Make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. This is a niche strategy channel, or a strategy channel. We do some first-person shooters as well, but in general, we try to do some interesting strategy and indie games here, so I'm sure you'll feel right at home. Thank you again for watching. Take care, and thank you to the team of All Walls Must Fall for letting me have a look at this game. If you want to see more, let me know in the comments down below, my friends.